Welcome. Namaste. Sweet to be here and practice together. We're diving into this space on our mat. So, thanks for being here. And we're going to start sitting today if you're not there already. And you are welcome to take support underneath the sit bones, possibly a pillow or a blanket, or something to just provide a little additional support for the low spine. And then you choose whether you turn the palms face up or face down in your lap. Find that sweet spot where the hands soften and the shoulders relax. And this gesture of arriving, take a breath in through the nose. And a soft sigh as you wash it from the mouth. Let's begin to slow down the breath. Begin to slow down the mind. As we arrive in this gentle transition, wherever we have come, wherever we are headed next, we just let it go. You begin to notice the spaces where you make contact with the earth below. Noticing where we ground down, where we touch the earth. And you welcome this sense of stability. And you welcome this sense of grounding. Almost like the tether of gravity which holds us to the earth. And from that place of stability, you expand your awareness to feel that sense of air around you, the rising of your spine, and the length through the crown of the head. Even the lightness of the breath as it moves in and out. And we hold this tension of opposites. The ground below, the sky above, and this breath between the two. Yoga is the practice of deeply embodying each moment. Yoga is the practice of moving with awareness and connection. And as we deepen our practice of yoga, we deepen our capacity to remain grounded and light, to remain rooted at the same time as we find expansion and openness. So often through our day and so often in our practice on the mat, our mind runs away, it wanders off, right? Anywhere but here. And so the invitation for practice today to remain grounded, remain centered, in connection with your body, your bones, your earth, and at the same time connected to the breath, that fluidity of life, that air and space, to awaken to the infinite nuances of each moment, to practice in connection. So taking these last few breaths here, feeling that wholeness, connection to the floor below, the sky above. And anytime our mind wanders, lost in the daydream, we come back. We come back to move with greater mindfulness, union, and wholeness with this moment. Good. Last breath here. And take a nice big breath in. Sweep your arms all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, let the hands soften down towards the heart. You'll cross the opposite foot and top. Beautiful. Let that left hand come down towards the floor. Right? That right hand is going to come towards the back of the head. You want to sit nice and tall, breathe in, stretch that right elbow to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw your right elbow down towards the left knee, right? Just any amount. Inhale, open right back up, right arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, gently twist right elbow to left knee. One more inhale. And take that exhale. Sitting tall, breathe in, right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, soften your right fingertips to the earth. Right, left hand now comes to the back of the head. So take that inhale, sit tall. And then as you exhale, twist left elbow towards the right knee, any amount. Two more, slow down the breath. Right? Can we become more mindful in our transition? Right? So often we move through life just as a series of destinations. Right? That yoga really is the journey, it's moment to moment. Each moment is the destination. So, how might we slow down? Left hand to the sky as you exhale, fingers towards the earth. Pads of the fingertips support you. Just lift your heart towards the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Two breaths here as you inhale and savor the exhale. Good. One more deep breath in, all the way out. Sitting tall, let yourself come over the knees and the shins. We'll uncross the legs and take nice big circles through your hips as you inhale, sink them down towards the hands, and on your exhale, back to the heel. You might, for today, slow down this movement a little bit more. Just kind of pausing from that side to side transition and finding more balance between the perceived destination and the journey to get there. Change, you circle the opposite way. And this practice I shared yesterday, I'll share again today. It's that practice of being curious. And we become curious about the moment, those subtle shifts and changes, we anchor ourselves to the here and the now. So as you move through your practice, maybe you become more curious about the transitions. Slowly come to center, hands and knees. And as you inhale, let your belly drop and your chest rise. And on the exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, push the earth away. Beautiful. 2 more nice deep breath in. Exhale as you round chin to chest. And 1 more deep breath. Right, savoring that transition. Exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time, round the spine. Yeah, looking forward on that inhale. We're gonna walk our hands just a bit in front of the shoulders here. Right? Spread the fingers wide, tuck your toes, and then exhale, lengthen your legs for downward facing dog. Right? Feet hip distance, hands shoulder distance. You walk out the legs as you arrive, bend 1 knee and then the other. And even here, maybe you slow down that movement. Maybe you slow down the breath. And in that slowing down, we can notice, we can witness those subtle shifts. We can move in deeper connection to our body and our breath. And then maybe that informs the way we walk in the world, right? With greater mindfulness, that deeper connection. As you inhale, slowly come forward to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Let your knees come to the earth. As you exhale, resist the floor, chest and chin lower. Right? Legs long. Take a nice big breath, cobra, lift the heart. As you exhale, third eye to the earth. Okay, 2 more. Inhale, cobra. And exhale as you lower. Beautiful. Last one here. Deep breath. And exhale to the earth. Good. Press yourself towards the hands and the knee. You're going to slide that right foot now out to the side so it's coming out from the right hip. Right? You're going to walk the hands back and then lift yourself up onto that left knee. Take the right hand towards the right leg, left arm to the sky. You can stay here, drawing that belly in, lifting straight up, or you begin to lean towards the right. So no pressure on that right leg. We're just sliding the right hand down, reaching the left fingertips over to the right. Maybe you take the gaze up under that left arm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Another breath here. Good. Slowly inhale, rise back to center. I'm going to keep that right foot planted. Just going to bend in towards that right knee. Fingertips come down towards the earth. So it's like a half malasana, a half squat, right? Just sinking the hips any amount towards the right. Okay. Nice deep breath in. Easy breath out. Good. Re-lengthen that right leg. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Right leg sweeps behind, and then bring that right knee behind the left. Cross it over. You can stay here, or you're just sitting the hips back any amount, right? Stretch long through the spine. Maybe you walk the fingers forward, bow the head. Deep breath in. Easy breath out. Good. Last one here. Lifting the head, plant the hands, right leg extends back, and then right knee under that right hip. Nice big breath to cat cow your spine. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale as you round chin to chest. Good. Nice flat back, neutral spine. Left leg extends out towards the side. Right? Walk the hands back, engage the belly, lift the chest. Right? Bring your left hand towards that left leg. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And again, no pressure on that left hand. So we don't want to push into that left leg. We're just lifting up and then leaning over any amount. Right? Deep breath in as you stretch through the right side body. Maybe you take the gaze under that right arm. Deeper breath in. Beautiful. Take another one here. Good. Slowly rise up as you inhale. Right? Now, as we exhale, we're just bending into that left knee. So you just want to be mindful here, only coming as far as it feels safe for the hips, the legs, hands come down to support you. Right? And we're just leaning in towards that left hip, in towards that left foot. Noticing where the earth supports us and also noticing that space we lean into. Good. Mindful of that transition, coming back, shift the weight over that right hip. Hands are under our shoulders, left leg comes back. And then we're going to cross the left knee behind the right. You can stay lifted here, or you're just slowly sitting your hips back towards the heels, any amount. You want to stretch long through the chest and the torso. Beautiful, deep breath. Good. Last one here. And rising up on the inhale. We'll free that left leg. Bring the left knee under that left hip in one breath to cat cow. Inhale, belly drop. Exhale as you round the spine, chin to chest. And looking forward on the inhale, downward dog. Let the toes tuck, lengthen your legs. You might need to walk the hands forward or step the feet back. One more time, just take 2 breaths, maybe 3 here to walk out the leg. Just connecting back to that transition, that connection to the moment as it is. Beautiful, big toes touch. Right leg sweeps to the sky on your next breath in, 3-legged. Look forward as you exhale, shoulders over the wrists. Step that right foot all the way through. We're going to be lifted on our back heel here. Send your heel back towards the wall behind you rather than rocking forward. Yeah. Draw your belly in and then sweep the hands behind you. Okay? Belly is hovering above that right leg. And right hip presses towards the back of your mat and then lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep extending that back heel towards the space behind you. Beautiful, deep breath. Good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to lower our back knee to the earth. If you need to drop your hands down for balance, feel free. Going to untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep your arms now overhead. You can reach straight towards the sky or draw the belly in. Maybe you open your chest towards the ceiling. Good. Let the hips sink down. Deep breath in. Easy breath out. Good. One more here. As you exhale, hands wide, come down to frame that right foot. Back toes tuck, lift that back knee. Inhale, right leg all the way to the sky. And then this time, bend your right knee. Take big circles to release that right hip. Good. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, downward dog, step it to the earth. Roll forward to plank, nice and slow. As you exhale, knees to the earth, resist the floor, chest and chin lower. Legs come long, cobra as you rise. Exhale, third eye to the earth. Good, reach the arms long and overhead, coming to this pranam, this prostration. And just to feel the front body, the belly on the earth. And to feel the side body. As you breathe in, expand the ribs, the side of the ribs. And to feel that space in the back of the body. And how might we sink into deeper connection with your body, with your breath? And take one more here. Beautiful. Bring the hands back by the ribs. Tuck your toes, elbows hug in as you inhale. Exhale, hands and knees to downward facing dog, hips right back to the sky. This was one breath here to arrive. Press to the pads of the fingertips. Big toes touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. And look forward as you exhale, shoulders over the wrist, slowly, slowly step through. So as you arrive, press that heel back, the back heel, the right heel, right? And then try to draw that left hip towards the wall behind you. Get lighter on the hands and then just sweep them down by your sides, reach to the back of the mat. And again, press that back heel into the space behind you. Feeling that earth below and then that space you expand into. So take another breath here. That inhale. As you exhale, we're going to lower that back leg. Now feel free to bring the hands down if you need a little more support as you lower. Untuck those back toes. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky, resting straight up, or maybe you lift the heart towards the ceiling. Be mindful if you're opening back that the belly stays in and the tailbone drops down so we support our low spine. Good, deeper breath in. Longer breath out, beautiful. Taking that inhale. Exhale, hands sweep wide. Frame your left foot. Back toes tuck, lift the knee. Sweep your left leg up, three-legged, and then left knee bend. Nice big circles to release your left hip. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. And exhale, step it to the earth. Big breath, lift the heels as you inhale, and then lower the heels down, side out. Big toes touch. Inhale, lift those heels. Look forward as you exhale now, bend your knees. Step, walk, or a light float to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance as you arrive. Inhale, halfway lift, long breath, long spine. Exhale, deeply fold. Beautiful, one more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deeply fold. Knees bend, arms wide, reverse swan dive, rise up. And as you exhale, Samastiti Tihi, bring the hands to prayer at the heart. Beautiful. Right hand towards the front of the chest, left hand comes behind, and you're just turning that palm to face the opposite direction. Right. Nice big breath in. Exhale, let the left ear fall to the left shoulder. And that front of our hand holding the front of our heart. And that place in the front body where we lead. We lead with that unconditional love. And that left hand holding our sacrum, that place of grounding, of connection. And one more breath here. Inhale, head to the center. I'm going to sweep our arms all the way up, reach up. And then as you exhale, bring that left hand forward towards the heart, right hand now behind the back. Lengthening on the inhale, and then right ear to the right shoulder on the exhale. And holding that space in the chest, that place of air. And anchoring that space in our sacrum, that place of earth. And deeply connected to these seeming opposites. Beautiful. Inhale, head to sky. Sweep your arms all the way back up. On your exhale, bend the knees. Take a nice swan dive forward and down. Good. You're going to take the hands, interlace the hands, and you want to bring them towards the back of the head and the neck. Knees can bend as much as you need here, and you might sway side to side, or you're welcome to simply rest in stillness, letting the crown of your head melt towards the floor. Yeah, beautiful. Just a few breaths here. Beautiful. Last one. Good. Release the hands. Take this ragdoll roll. Let the knees bend, arms hang heavy, slowly rising through the spine. When you arrive, take that inhale, roll your shoulders to the ears, and then exhale down your back. One more inhale, shoulders to the ears, and then exhale down the back. Big toes to center. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, sit down, chair pose, hands to the heart. Take the weight back so you can see your toes. If you don't see the toes, I'm just going to take our whole structure towards the heels. And then we lift through the heart. So we find this natural curve in the spine. Right? Belly hugs in and you sit a little lower. Good. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Good. Sit down another inch. Lift through the heart. Belly draws in. Good. Last one here. Good. I'm going to take your weight towards that right leg. You want to lengthen the legs just a bit. Keep a micro bend in that right knee. You're going to bring that left heel in towards the sit bone and then kick it back into the space behind you. Come towards warrior three with hands at the heart. You want to extend that left leg back, reach the crown of your head forward. Root through the standing leg, draw the belly in. Good. Bend that right knee. It's a big step back for warrior one. So you're going to plant that back foot and the back heel. And then inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, open the arms wide and out from the shoulders. Let the shoulders relax. Beautiful. Back heel roots. And then lean into that front knee. Good. Soften the elbows. Deep, deep breath. Good. Stay here. You're going to find that inhale. Lift your heart towards the sky. Reach the shoulder blades together. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we'll all wash our hands down to frame that right foot. You want to lift that back heel. Take an inhale, lunge forward. Wonderful place for blocks. As you exhale, pyramid pose, lengthen your legs long. Right? And you can rest the hands to blocks. Fingers might find the floor. Press the right hip back and then melt over that right leg. Good. 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, look forward, lunge back towards that right leg, drop your back knee down. You want to untuck your toes, take an inhale, low lunge, reach your arms towards the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So let that right hand open back into the space behind you. Beautiful. Stay lifting the crown of your head towards the sky. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the back of your head and your neck. Sweep that right arm up towards the left elbow. Now you might stay here and just draw that left elbow towards the sky, or you take a slight lean back through the chest, letting that right elbow drop into the space behind you. Squeeze the inner thighs together. You really want to root that right foot. It's going to help you balance. Yeah. Good. One more deep breath. Take that inhale. Exhale, rise up. Free the hand. Lunge forward in towards that right leg. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee. Inhale, step to plank, top of a push-up. Yeah. Take an exhale here, belly hugs in. Breathe in, rock forward to the tips of your toes. Exhale, knees down. Resist the floor, chest and chin lower. Right, legs come long. One breath, cobra as you rise. And then exhale, take the elbows wide. Soften the forehead to the hand. That nice deep breath in. All the way out. And bend the knees if you would like. And take these last few breaths. Maybe you windshield wipe the knees side to side. Otherwise, you can rest in stillness. Just letting go of thought, letting go of the mind. Can we connect to the transition? Can we connect to the journey? A deeper embodiment, moment to moment. Beautiful, letting the legs lengthen if they're not already. One big breath here together. Maybe you sigh it out. Right? Don't take it with you to the other side. Hands to the earth. Tuck your toes. Squeeze the elbows in. Strong in your belly, nice and slow as you exhale. Hands and knees to downward facing dog, hips to sky. One breath in downward dog. Big toes touch. Lift the heels. Bend the knees as you exhale, look forward. Step walk or a light float, top of the mat. Feet hip distance, halfway lift. Exhale, belly draws in, forward fold. One more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deeply fold. Knees bend, arms wide, reverse swan dive, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, samastitihi, hands to the heart. Good, one big breath in, all the way out. Right? Big toes touch. Right? Take that inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, sit down, chair pose, hands to the heart. Right? Look down to the feet, right? You want to see the toes, and if we don't, we just take our weight back a bit. Right? And then lift your heart. Right? We want to find this natural curve in our low spine. So we're not lifting our tailbone up, but we're also not dropping it down. Right? Finding that sweet spot where the belly can hug in and the heart can rise. And can we find a deeper embodiment, right? As we move through this other side, can we find a deeper connection? Letting go of the destination, even if we know where we're headed. Into that greater presence, that greater mindfulness. Good. So as you inhale, you're going to begin to lengthen the legs. Keep a micro bend in that left knee. Okay. You're going to lift the right heel, hug it towards the sit bones, and then begin to hinge forward as you kick that right leg back. I mean, that warrior three, hands at the heart, lengthen. You're grounding down, and from that connection to earth, we find the capacity to take flight. It's that resting in the space between the two, earth and sky. One more breath. Good, slow, slow. Bend the left knee. We're stepping to that warrior one. So the back foot lands. Plant the heel. Inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. And then arrive as you exhale to that left leg. Bend the knee. We'll go ahead and sweep the arms out from the shoulders so that we can let go that weight of the world we tend to carry. Left hip draws back, belly hugs in. This is a wonderful place to stay. Or you're going to keep that bend in the left knee. Maybe you open your heart towards the sky and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then strong in that foundation, keep drawing that left hip back. Another breath here. Deep inhale. Good. As you exhale, wash the hands down. You're going to frame that left foot, lift the back heel. You're going to inhale, lunge forward. Wonderful place for blocks. As you exhale, take your hips towards the sky, fold over that left leg. Beautiful. Deep breath in and out. I'm going to find that balance through the pelvis. Left hip draws back. And that greater connection, moment to moment, breath to breath. Last one here. Beautiful. Inhale. Lunge back to the top of your mat and then drop that back knee down. Right? So we're coming to that low lunge. Take an inhale, sweep your arms towards the sky. Right? We're going to exhale. We're going to open ourselves towards the side of the mat. Right hand comes forward, left arm sweeps back. Take that breath here, lunge in towards that left leg. Good. Bring that right hand now towards the back of the head. Left arm reaches up, grab the right elbow. And you might just take this tricep stretch here, reaching that right elbow towards the sky. It's enough, it's plenty. You want to take that lean back, left elbow draws to the space behind you. You arch through the spine. You'll find stability by grounding that front foot and drawing the left hip back. Good. One more breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, rise up, release. Frame that left foot, back toes tuck, lift that back knee. Inhale, plank, top of a push-up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rock forward to the tips of the toes, then the knees drop. I'm gonna lower all the way down to the earth. One breath, cobra as you rise. And then soften the hands, one on top of the other, elbows wide. Deep, generous breath in and out. You can leave the legs as they are. One more invitation to bend the knees and windshield wipe the feet side to side. Beautiful. Lengthen the legs if they're not already. We'll bring our feet hip distance apart. Let the tops of the feet rest on the earth. I'm going to free the hands now. You can bring them right down by your sides, letting the palms rest on the thighs. If it's available, you can interlace the fingers, maybe rest the hands to the sacrum, or you can instead lengthen the arms towards the heels. Wherever you are, shoulders move away from the ears. Press the tops of your feet to the earth. Try to lift the knees off the mat. Good. And then inhale, leave the legs rooted. Just lift your heart and chest from the earth. And the hands are reaching back towards the heels. Crown of your head lengthens towards the top of the mat. And if you're looking forward, crunching the back of the neck, take the gaze down. Okay, stay long through the spine. Good. Another breath here, lift up. And as you exhale, release the hands, right ear to the earth. Deep breath in. Maybe you sigh this one out. Beautiful. One more here. Head back to center. One more time, either the hands reach by your side. If you took that interlace, put the opposite finger on top. You can keep the elbows bent, hands to the sacrum, or you're lengthening through the arms, reaching the fingers towards the heels. We'll start that same way by rooting the tops of our feet towards the earth. You want to get long through the spine, right? Rest your forehead on the mat. You feel that length in the back of the neck. You want to keep that length. Hey, I'm just going to inhale, lift the heart, the chest, feet stay. Right? Long in the back of your neck. Soft in the low back. And this is a little easier for your low back, so you might keep your feet on the floor. If you'd like to lift your feet from the earth, then feel free, but stay long in the spine. Right? Lengthening out just as much as you lift off. Beautiful. 2 breaths wherever you are. Last one. But as you exhale, release left ear to the earth. Let the shoulders roll down towards the mat. You might sigh that breath out. Last breath here. Head back to center and take the hands to the earth. I'm going to come towards child's pose, and you are welcome to bring the big toes together with the knees wide. Maybe you want to reach the arms long and overhead. You might rather bring the knees in close and then bring the arms by your side. Turn your thumbs towards the sky so that the shoulders drape over the knees. If your head doesn't come to the earth, you can always take a block or a pillow to support the head and neck. Just deepening the breath, breathe in, breathe out. Into that greater union, that greater connection, breath by breath. And these last few here, deeper connection with your body. And just slowly begin to shift out of this shape, lifting the heart, the chest. And you're going to make our way towards the hands and the knees. If you'd like a few circles here, please feel free. Maybe you want to circle through the rib cage, the shoulders. Maybe you want to cat cow the spine. Maybe big circles again with the hips. Just take a 2, 3 breaths here. Find that sense of release. Beautiful. Wonderful. And then coming back to center now, if you have some support like a pillow or blankets or a bolster, that's going to come underneath the chest. And we're starting in this hands and knees shape. We're coming to frog pose, Mandukasana. Our knees are going to open towards the side. Now, if you're on a hard surface, you might turn sideways on your mat. You might even find a blanket to protect the joints of the knees. But you're going to let the knees widen straight out from the hips. If you don't have support, then you might stay much more lifted here, right? So your knees might only come as wide as the mat. Maybe you lower down to the elbows and the forearms, right? But if you do have that bolster or that support, you can keep sliding the knees wide and letting either your belly and chest come down towards the bolster, or maybe you rest up on the elbows and the forearms. And so in this shape, we keep our hips in line with the knees and the knees in line with the hips. And if you're going to rock one way or the other, then just take the hips back an inch or two rather than forward. So you get deeper into that space between the thighs. To stretch the adductor muscles on the inside of our thighs, the groin. Just wherever you are, deeper breath in, longer breath out. Beautiful. Taking these last few here. Letting the breath fill the body, the ribs, letting the earth support you, hold you, that stability. Last one. Bringing the hands to the earth. Just take your time, move slow, lift the chest, slide the knees back in. If you have support, take it away. You might again find these big circles with the hips. Maybe you even hang out in this seal pose shape, right? Maybe you hang out in up dog. Maybe you stay in motion. Probably some combination. Just taking these 2 breaths here. Good. And then bring yourself back towards the hands and the knees. We're going to let our right knee come forward. Or kind of crossing that right foot over towards the left, and then sit the left knee behind the right. And this time we're coming all the way down into Gomukhasana. So the feet spread wide. And this is a wonderful place to take that pillow, that bolster, maybe a block or a stack of books underneath your sit bones. So that right knee is on top of the left, and our feet are wide so that our hips can set down. If you can come all the way to the earth and that feels safe for your knees, then you're welcome to find that space. Good. And then taking that inhale, we're going to reach the arms out from the side. And then as we exhale, we're going to take the opposite movement of the arms, finding eagle, right elbow underneath the left. Either back of the hands touch or you're wrapping the front of the palms together. If that's not available, then you can cross that left elbow over the right and just try to give yourself a hug. And then play with the placement of your hands here. So while the shoulders stay down, you might lift the fingers up towards the sky. You might slowly move the elbows down towards the heart. You might press the hands away from the face. And find that place where your body lets go, where you find that softening in the shoulders. And then stay there, taking a few breaths. One more here. Beautiful. And then just release the hands, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, bring them wide and down. Now you can stay here, lifted tall. Excuse me. Or you might bring the hands forward and walk yourself out over that right leg. Maybe you let the head fall down towards the earth. And if you take that stretch forward now, begin to walk your hands to the right. And just as far as you can, stretch through the left side body and let your head fall down to the earth. One more breath, maybe 2. If you come to the side, we'll bring the hands back to center. Take a breath here, let the spine reset. And then sitting tall if you come forward. So we are all You're gonna go towards the left. So you're planting that right foot to the earth. Let your hands come down. It's like a little yoga dance move. You're gonna spin to the back of your mat. So your feet are maybe as wide as your mat. They're probably off a little bit. Right? And you can just take a fold here, stretching through the backs of the legs. Maybe you bend one knee and then the other. And you're just resting with the legs long. Let the spine hang heavy. One more breath here. Maybe you sigh it away. So lengthen the spine, right? We're going to keep going towards the left. So you're walking your hands now towards the left. You're spinning on the feet. And so what we're doing is we're redesigning the shape on the other side. So as you keep pivoting your feet, walking your chest back to the front of the mat, you'll notice that the left knee is in front of the right. So we're kind of coming into this plie, hands down to the earth. You're going to bring your knees to the floor. Now you might sit back onto that support, coming back onto that block, that book, that bolster, that pillow, whatever you have. Feet are wide. If there's space to sit on the earth, then you'll find yourself there. Beautiful. Resting, take a breath, tall spine. Beautiful. Good. I'm gonna go ahead now, take the arms out from the shoulders. We're coming to eagle with the opposite stack. So the right elbow on top, left elbow under. And just wrapping the hands around. And if that does not feel available, then you might give yourself that hug, right elbow over the left. If you have that wrap of the hands and the arms, you'll play with that placement, right? So while the shoulders stay down, we're not moving the shoulders, but we're finding that flexibility, that opening, lifting the hands towards the sky, right? Dropping the elbows down towards the heart, or just this little massage for that space between the shoulder blades. Or you press the hands away from the face. And again, you find that sweet spot, right? Where your shoulders soften or they let go. And you savor a few breaths into deeper connection, deeper union. Good. That last one here. Or release the hands, sweep fingers to sky, and as you exhale, wash wide to the earth. And this is a wonderful place to stay. Nice tall spine. If you'd like to take the hands forward, then you're just walking yourself out. You want to stay with a long spine here. Just taking this little fold over the legs. And 2 breaths at center. And you can stay, or you might take that walk to the left. Just walking the hands over, stretch long through the right side body, and then let the head fall down towards the earth. And last breath here. Hands to center if you've come to the side. One breath. So bow forward, really let the spine reset, neutral, even. And then walk the chest up if you've taken that bow. And coming back to that little yoga move, coming over towards the right now. So you're taking your weight to that left foot. And so you're spinning yourself onto the feet, turn towards the back of the mat. And again, one more time, find that forward fold. So you're welcome to bend one knee and then the other. Maybe you let the spine hang heavy. You can even take hands to the back of the head and the neck. Good. Beautiful. 2 breaths here. Yeah. And on your next inhale, hands to the earth, look forward. I'm just going to wiggle the feet in so that they're about hip distance, maybe a bit wider, toes turn out. We're just sitting down as a transition through Malasana. Just going to take an extra breath or two here, letting the hips sink. You can keep the fingers on the earth, lift through the heart. Just one more deep breath in. And then exhale, take your hips all the way down. And we're going to come on to our back so you can either roll down or maybe you use the hands. Slowly lower onto your spine, hug knees to your chest. Take those little rocks side to side. Beautiful. And come to center. And take your left leg now and extend it all the way down on the earth. Hug that right knee in towards your chest. Nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. Good. And then we'll come into a twist. Right knee moves across the body. It might come down to some support, maybe a block or a pillow or a bolster. Your chest opens back towards the right. Spread the shoulders wide. Now, if you don't have support or this is too much in the low back, you'll just bend the left knee and stack one on top of the other. Good. Stay here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And that last one. Good. As you exhale, unwind. You come back to center. Hug the knees to the chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. Beautiful. Keep the left knee in and extend that right leg long and down on the mat. Just a breath as you draw the right knee to the chest. Excuse me, left knee to the chest. On your next exhale, left knee comes over and across the body. So you're rolling to the outer edge of that right hip. Send your chest back to the left. Maybe the left knee comes to some support. If you don't have that support, you can always draw the right knee under the left. That gentle rinsing through the spine. And these last two breaths here. Your next exhale, no rush, unwind. Bring the knees back to the chest for one final squeeze or rinse. Good, come to center. Really hug the knees in towards the chest and then let the tailbone fall towards the earth. Try to flatten the low back. Find that length in the sacrum. Let the spine come to neutral. Last breath here. And release. Feet to the earth. Lengthen your leg. You might reach the arms overhead. Take one last stretch. Maybe roll through the wrists, the ankles. And as you exhale, you're welcome to soften the arms by your side, palms face up. You can land straight into Shavasana. If you need any support, maybe a bolster under the legs, a blanket, something to cover the eyes, please feel free. So just land down to the earth. Into that final gesture of practice. Into that union with mind, body, breath. To that gentle dissolving, and that surrender into Shavasana. Gradually drawing your awareness back if it's wandered, to feel the ground below and the sky above. And between the two, that presence, that consciousness of your life. Might we stay in greater connection with life itself as you begin to find a deeper breath in. Maybe you sigh it away, let it go. You gently wake the fingers and the toes, wrists and ankles. To find that gentle stretch awake. And as you're ready, a roll to one side and a press to any comfortable seat. Meeting with the hands together. And that gesture of gratitude, of connection, and peace. May we carry this peace with us off the mat and into the world. A loving bow of head to heart. Namaste.